Hello, and welcome back to the Divest series of the American food system. This is Season 1, Episode 4. Today we're talking about reading our labels. So to just dive in, I've got a couple products here that have been carting around this space for a while to be able to get to this time to be able to talk about how to read a label. So what I have is a sparkling natural watermelon lemonade flavor with other natural flavors water. That's how I would read the label. How I would truly read this label is sparkling water, watermelon lemonade, natural flavor with other natural flavors. Natural watermelon lemonade flavor with other natural flavors. How many friggin' natural flavors can you put in one drink to try to get me to have it and think it's good? Now, not only is this an aluminum can with a plastic liner inside, so it's a wall of aluminum, a plastic liner, and a wall of aluminum. Just in case in the warehouse it pierces, you've got a protective plastic layer in that. So when we recycle this product, it goes nowhere. So you don't really want to have aluminums in the system because we already get a lot of that from our vaccines. Our vaccine cocktail that we get through utero, through birth, and through the first few years has a lot of aluminum in them, and we'll do a future video on this. However, what that does is it settles in the brain, neurotoxin, and you just don't want that in your system. So when we're reading labels, we're going to see that the ingredients are carbonated water, which in parentheses, so you look for the parentheses, that goes with the first thing. So carbonated water, that's water and carbon dioxide. So it doesn't tell me where the water is, what the water is, and then you're just adding CO2 to my water? Okay, well, if you can get past that, then you got to get to natural flavors. Natural flavors are a no. No more. No more. They are problematic, shall we say. They're human created, they're designed to be addictive, and they just aren't as natural as if you got yourself a watermelon, a lemon, cut those up, blended them up for the juices, and then added like a glass bottled sparkling water. Something like a Pellegrino. Again, I'm not sponsored by Pellegrino. I do well in my system with something like a sparkling mineral water. So, out, Trader Joe's. Most of their products are full of canola oil, so read your labels, y'all. Here, this is just, again, something that's been in my fridge for a very long time. This is a Bedford's Diet Ginger Beer, non-alcoholic. So it's designed in a bottle to look like a beer so that those who have struggles with alcohol can still get that like, oh yeah, I just popped the lid, I'm gonna have me a ginger beer. Well, let's look at the ingredients, shall we? Carbonated water. Well, we just talked about that thing. This doesn't have any parentheticals about water and carbon dioxide. So I'm curious about why Bedford's is able to say just carbonated water, while Trader Joe's believes that they need to expand that and say carbon dioxide and water. Just curious. This is also an opportunity for you all as you get to be investigative researchers. Like, I only have capacity to look through this as much as I can to contextualize my divine soul wisdom and guidance. I want y'all to like get into this, to like hit me with some information and facts and be like, whoa, blowing my mind on how like into this you are. Like, we can research this together. It's just like we need to know what we're researching. Okay, so the next thing is citric acid. Nah. Citric acid is like basically a mold that was developed to be a preservative. We've already talked about molds. Where did they go? They settle in the gut and in the brain. So we're out of that. Natural ginger flavor. That is creative marketing for a natural flavor that was designed to taste like ginger. No. Oh, then we have brewed ginger root. Okay, well, that's okay. It's not saying it's organic. So it's a no. Here's that tricky little bugger, sucralose. Remember, in the previous video, we talked about sucralose being a creative, crafty marketing thing to it not being sugar. That is where the problem lies. Okay, so then we have, now I might butcher this name here, acesflame, fame, potassium. I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna be transparent with you. Transparency is my goal. I don't know what that is. I don't feel like I need that to like enjoy a beverage. I'd rather have water. Oh, we're not done yet. So not only was sucralose not enough for sweetening this, they added stevia. And I'm kind of on the fence about stevia. Personally, I don't love the sweetened flavor of it. It's just not, it just really doesn't feel like it's for me. For others, it's a great alternative. If you are like, if you're on your food journey and your body is really starting to claw back, stevia can be a really good answer to that, to give yourself something a little more natural as a bridge. It's not forever. It's simply a bridge to get you through that. And then it has sodium benzoate. I was just about to say, I don't know what sodium benzoate is. Well, they tell you it's a preservative. I don't need preservatives in my body to keep this collagen going, because that's not what it's for. It is to preserve this beverage for as long as possible, such that things like citric acid and mold that has like probably a shelf life doesn't do something. So read your labels on that. That's a no. Okay, now, ooh, girl, Kirkland's Signature is selling organic Saigon cinnamon ground, USDA organic. Oh, this is amazing. Oh shit. Well, cinnamon puff. This is a plastic bottle. A glass bottle wouldn't have done that, would it? No. Because the ingredients say organic cinnamon, and this is a testament to where I was. This is so much cinnamon that it's just sitting in this plastic container leaching plastic chemicals. And what does it say? It says best before September 2025. Now, this is September 2025. I'm gonna truth tell and say this has been filled up, reutilized, and kept as the cinnamon the cinnamon container for a long time. And I hope to rise above the errors of my ways so that you might avoid this, because I'm not saying Saigon cinnamon organic ground from the Kirkland brand is necessarily problematic. I'm just saying I would pay $2 more to have this stored in a glass container. And then you have a program that I can bring my glass container back for that $2. And then you cleanse it, you sanitize it, you purify it to refill with the pure cinnamon. And not sell me a refill in a plastic container, because that's just adding to the system. Or do you one better? Because I am an engineer. I'm licensed. I am a professional engineer on the civil realm. However, my brain goes to a lot of these things of, if this wasn't actually plastic, if this was a vegetable compound that does not have toxic leaching chemicals in it, or like utilized with corn syrup or canola oil, for instance, to bind it together. If it was something pure and biodegradable and we truly knew it was healthy for us, that'd be amazing. That would be like a slam dunk, y'all. Because glass is energy intensive. It takes a lot of energy to create glass. I'll do a video on that later. And so then the next thing we want to talking about seed oils. This is one thing you got to talk about when you are going into your supplement routine. Amazon has some problematic elements. There can be really quality supplements out there, really quality products. However, what I've understood in a warehouse is that the quality products can be right next to the lacking quality products. And when someone is in the warehouse just filling up boxes, you don't know which one they grabbed. And we got this one. It's by Micro Ingredients, oil of oregano, 6,000 milligrams per serving of an herbal equivalent with black seed oil, ultra high Caravacal. Oh my God, you people are gonna just love my ability to read. And thymoquinone. It says it's GMO-free, gluten-free, and lab-tested. I don't know what it was lab-tested for. However, this, when we started consuming it, was, it had problems in our system. And what my intuition said is that it is not safe to consume, ... Why the ... you ask? Rancid seed oil. Rancid carrier oil, excuse me. This is, I don't know where that oil came from. It doesn't say organic. It doesn't say anything about that. It's just like okay, so this is how I could like break it down with the oils for humans. A lot of people love their cars, right? Some of us even have like a sports car and ooh, yeah, it gets premium gas and I'm gonna pay a premium for it and I'm gonna give it everything it needs, especially if it's my antique model. Well, it's just like your body. Would you put leaded gas or regular or even plus into your car if you knew it needed premium? Or if you needed diesel, would you put gas in there? Would you put diesel in your gas car? The answer to all of those is no, if you didn't get there on your own. And what I'm saying is like, when we want oil in our body to coat us, to be on our skin, to hydrate us, to keep things flowing, you're talking about pure olive oil. I wouldn't put, if pure olive oil was diesel, the equivalent, I wouldn't put any other oil in my body, aside from coconut, because coconut has its own gut healing effects. So the seed oils, if it's popcorn, chips, anything that has safflower oil, sunflower oil, canola oil, or it reads, could be vegetable oil and or safflower oil and or sunflower oil and or canola oil and or avocado oil, avoid. Just avoid. It is not worth it. So with that, I hope this like brief ability to learn how to read labels is on your task moving forward. If it has got something in there that you're like, I don't know what that is, use your phone, ask a friend, ask someone else in the audience, in the store. It might even be me that you see looking at this label and being like, that is different than the last time I bought it. No. If you see me pick up something and put it back, it's probably because I was like, no, no. Or I'm like, not this time, maybe next time. Okay, so with that, I send my love, my blessings, and my light to you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.